in the internationally, but at least in the Philippines, it's a thing. Turkish delight, right?
You know what? Let's bring it to the English desk. Going for the Ube strat as well. It is going to be Incendio going up against MDH in game number 1. First, this is the best of 3, mind you. So first team that wins will definitely gain that momentum.
And so far, we've seen that the first game really matters a lot, especially considering both these teams run on momentum too. In the XP lane, Alien already with the help of Apex 47 dealing a whole lot of damage. Flicker very early on, not even a minute has gone by, and that's a massive battle spell already.
Yeah, another thing to highlight as well, Wolf, you were mentioning Alien is holding on to that weapon mastery as well. So expect Alien to just go full damage drop, and MDH would need to brace themselves. That wild charge may not be just only an engage tool, it's gonna hurt.
Yeah, this is a weapon master grok. By the way, this is the 3rd time that Incendio did this, and it seems like what the King actually did is a response to what Incendio has been doing for the past 3 games when they're doing the XP lane grok. Because what he did was to sacrifice his battle spell so that at least he'll get 2 minions, because the grok blocking the lane in the XP lane is actually difficult to deal with if you don't sacrifice anything. So this is like actually MDH correcting the laning stage against Incendio Supremacy.
Yep, right now, TNZ on the other side of the map, the turtle will be spawning at the bottom side instead. It is also a 2-1-1 composition coming up from both these two teams, prioritizing on protecting their marksmen to get them up to standard, up to the items. But here we go, Nart finding Apex in the jungle.
47, Apex 47 is down. First blood over to Joga from MDH. Vietnam coming back strong here in the knockout stage. Already starting with a pretty good lead. Turtle control is not going to be for Incendio for now, but you can already see the movement from Rosa trying to get that mid control back in.
Yeah, at least Apex 47 was able to go back into helping and supporting the team fight later on at the turtle stage. But then again, MDH being the late stage part of the team, Incendio on the other hand, I think they cannot give too much resources, but Joga already chunking down that turtle.
Turtle number 1 already very low. You can see now, Numenor Blast pops in. Tianzi is able to steal it away. That's going to be the King knocked up, taunting up 3 members. The Dawning Light not dealing enough damage just yet. The King! Oh my goodness! A massive Appraiser's Wrath to turn the tides. But Rosa is still healthy. Takes a kill back in for Incendio. That was so much damage.
The King came. He literally landed down that big sword, but Rosa,
Rosa.
1 HP!
Rosa!
Rosa!
My goodness, Incendio as well as MDH, they're really bringing out the big guns. Wonderful flank coming up from Rosa, who stole the ultimate coming up from Nart. He copied the Lolita Numenor Blast and had a great angle from the backlines. That's why TNC was able to snatch the turtle, because it was at the right moment when the retribution was already on the threshold that they can take the turtle. That gave the advantage to Incendio Supremacy. And unfortunately for MDH, Need My Help didn't have the Savior ultimate in that case. He had to wait for a few more seconds. That's why they didn't have as much damage as INC.
Oh, Joga is looking at TNZ right here. Shuriken would not be able to land for now, but then because MDH pushes TNZ away, Incendio is putting so much pressure on the top side, which is where Sunshine is. They want, both these two teams, they really want to get the marksmen up online as quickly as possible, but then again, Joga going in.
That's a shadow kill popped in onto Rosa, who's still able to get out. Again, both teams pushing the pace, but it's only 3 kills on the board.
It's not too far away, Mirko. Like right now, but hold on.
Mobilization coming in, Numenor Blast charged in. Rosa gonna be stunned up with Apex. Nart finds a massive stun, and it's followed through very well by MDH. 3-1, and hey, last time most of the talents predicted RSG, they lost. Now,
Mirko,
most of the
don't bring
talents
it up.
are predicting Incendio.
Why are you bringing this up? In the meantime, it is going to be Incendio. They need to put some pressure on Joga, but here we go.
Alien versus the world, knocked up, stunned up, but has the wild charge to get out.
When you see a Grok doing that as a defensive, it doesn't look good, right?
Yeah, 3 members of MDH have physical damage, and with the Weapon Master Grok and the XP lane, he's very tanky against those heroes.
The King again in the front lines, getting the HP back in, and that's
way.
Alien!
He's so tanky!
Finds the turtle! Joga jumps in with the quad shadow and the shadow kill, but it's Tienzi who finds the kill back. Rosa stole it away. Nart now gonna be the target down, as that's gonna be the sustainability from Incendio. Tienzi finding a double kill with the decimation.
The double kill decimation on top of TNZ is going to allow him to snowball out of control, and that's exactly not what MDH want to do. They have a very strong control in the early part of the game, but they let it go.
Knowing the Grok is just with 2 Legion Swords and a Fury Hammer with a Weapon Master, is very tanky against physical attack, and he even dodged the Savior attacks. The moment that you saw the Power of Nature, you have to avoid that because that's gonna hurt. Even just the first skill of the Grok at this point is going to tear down the defenses of MDH, who apparently only has 1 physical defensive item, which is on the Lolita, and that's not gonna be enough.
Yep, the Leslie has already had the Berserker Fury. That is a big item housed by Incendio, who's already starting to get the necessary items to basically scale out of control. MDH need to find some way to stem that bleed, but TNZ is already hard invading.
All right, I have a question. How much damage does Alien do with the first ability? Because Joga did not even get a chance to retreat. That was just all Alien.
Exactly. I think it's, if I would guess, it's
Out of the
1.6k. Yeah.
What?
At that point, early on, that's actually a lot.
That's a retribution.
That's a retribution, basically.
It's like it reminds me of the Bauman, right? You use your ultimate and the retreat, that's like double retreat, but now Incendio, you know, Alien on that, but hold on a second, they really want to try to force this.
Phenomenal Blast charged in. That's the sandwich play by TNZ under the turret. Finding 1. Joga looking for the quad shadow. Sunshine flickering out. Has that sustainability to help him out. TNZ is going to be able to find the destination. Teleports back. It's a disaster for MDH. It's a double kill for TNZ. And they're looking to capitalize onto the first turret up in the gold lane.
TNZ is building a snowball out of the dead bodies of MDH. Incendio, on the other hand, is just so strong against MDH. I thought there was a chance for MDH, but then Incendio snuff it out.
And they get the turtle, they get the turret up top too. In fact, inching the lead out to what? Maybe 6,000 gold up at this moment. You're gonna have to hand it to INC. This Turkish delight strategy with their Estes is just so good!
It's not a delight.
No,
Man, look at that!
no,
Alien jumps in with a wild charge! Oh my goodness, the healing comes in clutch too. The King unable to find the Appraiser's wrath. And again, I do believe it's not a Turkish delight because MDH are not enjoying it.
Oh, they're not enjoying it, definitely. The moment that you see someone not dying for INC, the sustain is gonna be there. So MDH, the only way for them to engage is to get a pick off. All in on 1 hero, eliminate that. The moment that you don't get a lethal initiation against Incendio, you're in big trouble because now you have overextended, they can easily punish, and there's no team fight for you afterwards.
The worst part is, just take a look at MDH, the state of their map. It's looking very dire. On the other hand, Incendio, you know, they've got all the defensive structures up. They have all the time in the world. MDH is not allowed to scale all the way to the later parts of the game. But even with the Claw, take a look at the items. Golden Staff as well as the Demon Hunter Sword already built. Plot is already online, but it's just MDH unable to find the initiation.
I have to ask you this question again, Wolf, right? We mentioned this during the draft. MDH likes to go for the late game draft. Alien not taking any damage, just walks back. Absolute Chad gets the wild charge too. And the King is going to be the one who has to back off. My goodness, but back again. Early game comp from Incendio. MDH with the late game comp. Can they withstand the storm?
Oh, if they do a mass damage onto Need My Help and they keep them alive, maybe there will be a chance. And Joga, unfortunately, he picked up the Hayabusa against a team that likes to play the Estes. And Incendio Supremacy will now be separating themselves from each other. The only outlier might be the Grok, Alien, which is a physical defensive beast. So to answer your question, it will take a lot of mistakes from Incendio Supremacy for MDH to win it in the late game.
But if you're on this stage right now, you do not want to bank on your enemy's mistakes. You want to be the one that's creating opportunities, right, guys? But from the side of the Claw, I'm looking at him. He needs to try to find the backline. But then again, it's just the Apex 47 just shut down every single plan that MDH have.
Incendio technically don't have a back line. Sunshine, you could mention Sunshine, but hey, he's always in the middle, not the back. The person at the back is actually Apex 47, who now already has the immortality. It is a free Lord. 9 minutes in towards Incendio. 7.7 thousand gold lead, and MDH again, like you mentioned, Wolf, they need to bank on a mistake at this point.
See, if you see a Grok like with a first skill, dealing what 2.6k damage on.
Illegal.
I'm out of here. I'm
you're
not playing.
Gonna
this
get
anymore.
out of there.
Just
And I think
gonna-
he's building up. He already has Pepsi, so
Oh my
with
God.
wild charge from the bush, he is gonna pack up a punch.
A punch? You mean getting knocked up in the
Is
air?
that what you call a punch in the Philippines?
no,
That
it's-
is not a punch.
That's
Definitely
not a
not a
punch. Because Incendio right now, they're marching down with that Lord on the top side. MDH, you saw, even with Xavier, the items, it's not enough damage to do anything at all. The ultimate just barely tickles the Lord, not even trying to steal that Lord away.
Oh man, it just, again, so hard for MDH right now. They want to scale up, but they're not given any room to play with. Tianzi walks up, can take all the damage, can
Dart.
get stunned up, but it doesn't matter. He's on a Martis.
It's just so hard to watch, ladies and gents,
Oh!
especially from the side of MDH right here. Incendio already setting up the siege point now. It's going to be the top side. The Lord's already marching in. Sunshine can attack from a long point. Yes, there's a scout, but it's only stating the obvious. MDH and Incendio is obviously leaning towards the top side.
What a godly lane freeze here. They utilize the
Oh
Grok
my
so
god.
that they'll be able to easily take some of the outer lanes, and now they have the Lord on their side up top.
Well, one thing that MDH has going for them is that high ground. Alien! With the flicker onto Nart. That's the cancel, and that will give them the free base turret. The King gonna be caught in the middle of that fight. It's still a good defense by MDH. It looks super good for Incendio, but MDH, wow, again, that high ground power is working out for them.
Man, MDH, that could have gone so worse. Look at the Dawning Light, just barely tickles Incendio right now. They're so far ahead. Sunshine's already taken out top. It's going to be a fight.
That's the sustainability right now as Tianzi jumps in, disrupting everything. Gonna be taken down. Tianzi was waiting there for the BMI. Now it's gonna be Need My Help, who's gonna have to back off. Apex 47
Rosa!
smacks! Nart falls! The King now gonna be able to actually get back to the base. No minion waves, but it just might look like Incendio will end the game. 12 minutes in, the wall placed in to stop the minion waves from crashing. The King still in front, trying to buy some time before that's gonna be the Mystic Field popped in by Sunshine. A Decimation does not care about the sustainability of the Frenchman. Incendio secure game number 1. Match point.
Incendio Supremacy showing us the Turkish delight. And MDH is finding it way too spicy. This game, a little bit shaky for Incendio in the early game, but MDH just lost it around the mid-game.
They had so much sambal today, I can see. They have incinerated the stage, essentially. It looks very, very, how to say this? There's a lot of flair that you saw in that last sequence of events. A wild charge to cancel the Numinum Blast. A stolen Numinum Blast to get the last hit onto a Lolita who has a bulwark.
They were all just fighting for the TikTok moments, dude.
I agree.
It's just so hard to watch, especially that that sequence of abilities, right? It's just like, just